Her voice is so serious. Well, hey guys, my name is Susan Kaufman, and I am so excited you're joining us tonight for the VIP Fast Start Zoom. Used to be a call. Now it's a Zoom. I'm excited to have Glenna and Tiffany Deeroff on with me tonight. They're both 40Ks on my team. Tiffany has probably been in this business maybe 3 months less than me. Glenna, not as long, but they still every day do the basics. They do this VIP 800. They live in this space. So tonight we are just going to share with you not just what the VIP 800 and 1600 is, but how do you get it? Because that's the ultimate goal, right? Okay. So first and foremost, those of you who have joined us, we're so excited that you're on here. Some of you are seasoned promoters, and that's totally okay. I sent it out to my team and said, I've been doing this for 7.5 years, but guess what? I still think this way. So when I joined 7.5 years ago, I literally was just a single mom working a full-time job. I was not really interested in a business, but when she told me there was an opportunity to earn these bonuses, I didn't understand it. I didn't understand it. It was over my head, but for some reason, all I really knew is that I was going to love this product and I needed all my friends to love it too, right? So I was going to get people on Thrive. So if those of you who are on here maybe haven't even started this business yet, like you're thinking about it and you're about to jump in, what is super cool about this business is it is free to join. It is free to be a promoter. Literally, you can earn bonuses before you even have to place an order. Most of us place our order first because we want this product in our body quickly. Not that we start sharing it after we've had it in our body. Just so y'all know, I ordered it. It took 7 days for it to come in. It was 6 days before I had my aha moment. What does that make? 13 days. Well, guess what? This VIP 800 and 1600 is in your first 14 days. Thank goodness I didn't keep my mouth shut. I started telling everybody. So what's super cool is it's free for you to be part of this company. You're going to get this free website 7.5 years later. Guys, I have not paid for this website yet. So it's super, super great. There are no quotas, but I will tell you in this first 2 weeks, we have a set thing we want you to do. Why does Lavelle set it up this way? One, because the faster you start making money in a company, the more you're probably going to stick with it. Two, they're trying to help you build a base for your business, right? So right off the bat, and I'm going to jump in here with Tiffany and Glenna. The first thing that I always tell everybody is you need two friends who just want to feel better. Those two friends are probably going to be your customers. You need two friends who just want to feel better. And then you need two friends who want to feel better and have a little bit of a business mind, and they're always looking for something to get involved in. Now, I would say my first promoter was not that person. She just did what I did. She just decided to join the way I did, and that worked out great for us. But you want to find those two and two. Now, Glenna and Tiffany are going to jump in here, and they're going to try to help you understand how do you find those people. We each have some notes. We're going to kind of talk for a few minutes. We're going to bounce back and forth, but I encourage you to have a blank piece of paper and start taking some notes. I know that Amber is recording this, and you'll want to jump back into it. But our goal here is today is not to overwhelm you. It's to keep the main thing, get people on Thrive, and there we go. It'll all usually work out. But in your first 2 weeks, we've got to really bust a move to try to get you in there. So Tiffany, I'm going to turn it over to you. Introduce yourself a little bit, tell them a little bit about you, and maybe some start on your VIP track.
Perfect. So I'm Tiffany Deeroff, and like she said, I've been thriving almost as long as she has, probably 7 years or so. But I was the biggest skeptic when I first started. I was not going to try this. I was definitely not looking for a business at all. And the actually only reason I joined as a promoter is because it was a better deal. And I heard her say at some point I could get 2 customers and get mine free. And that's pretty much all I wanted. I wanted like bulk pricing. I think it was a $400 pack, right, that I came in on. I wanted a good deal. But when I got this in my system, I had no idea what I was missing. And I felt so freaking fantastic. I couldn't keep my mouth closed. So I was just telling everybody, and I didn't even know how to answer anyone's questions. I just connected them to Vanessa and Susan. So that is a huge thing that you need to do is you don't feel like you need to know everything. You don't even have to have, like Susan said, your own experience first. Like you literally just I mean, you can get on the Velfan page and see all the stories and all the things that has done, but excitement is what just drove me. My very first workout, I tried it on a day when I was training two other girls. So I told them that day, I even told them, I was like, don't be ordering anything, don't be signing up for anything. And then after my day, I felt freaking fantastic. I called them the next morning. I'm like, yeah, you got to get this in your system. They're like, what is it? I'm like, I don't freaking know, but I feel fantastic. And we'll figure it out as we go. Like, just you got to get this in your system. So I was just like so excited and felt so good. Then this is what I want to tell you guys to do is just make a list of your friends and family and your kids, sports, parents, all the things. Listen more than you talk too, because when you just listen in on a conversation, you're going to hear real fast how your girlfriend over here needs to lose weight, or another one can't get any sleep, or this one's just totally exhausted. She's running around with 6 kids. You can easily enter Thrive into the conversation. You don't have to know all the questions. You just, all the answers, you just get them connected in a 3-way chat and just, and be honest, just like, oh my God, I feel freaking fantastic. That's what I did. I really don't know what this thing is, but my girl Susan can tell you. She can answer all your questions. I don't know. And so I hit my car bonus in 7 weeks. So what is super cool about this is that, right, this is VIP 800 and 1600. Like she said, this is your first 2 weeks. You're feeling great. Of course you want to get cash in your pocket. Why not help out your friends too? But then you're working your way towards 4K, which is the first level of the company, the first like business, like first rank of the company. And it is freaking incredible how they incentivize you as you're coming in. So when you first start out and you hit this VIP and you get this extra cash, you're getting your product free. 4K is the next step, and that is just right around the corner. You just keep doing what you're doing. But look, when you help your friends get theirs free, you're tripling your volume, right? So your 2 customers that you brought in, the 2 girls that saw me work out that day, I'm like, yeah, okay, the cool thing about this is you can get yours free. Let me help you do that, right? So that's magic. It just adds up and it snowballs. So I want to tell you to be organized, like have some kind of tracking system of who all you're getting in touch with and that list of your friends and family and if you've reached out to them or not. And so when you're brand new, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, let's talk about that list just a little bit, and then we're going to jump over to Glenna for sure, because we want to.
Absolutely.
We're going to break this super easy. So when I started, I needed a list of people, because immediately, how many of you, probably those of you who are seasoned, when somebody says, oh, I don't know anybody who would want this. Well, you might not, but you start making a list. And so right off the bat, my list consisted of my best friend, my other best friend, my high school friend, my mama, my sister-in-law, my second sister-in-law, my third sister-in-law. Like there was 8 people right there, one way or another. And then I was at dinner that next night, and that girl was like, oh my God, I am so tired and I have got to get this weight off. And ding, 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 she went on my list right then. So talk about, who do you think of and how do you make this list? But let me tell you something real quick. Nobody wants you to make this list and start blowing up. You need, not yet. You just need to make the list. We're going to make the list in the first day. So Tiffany, who do you put on your list?
I started with my friends and my family. And then if you just literally scroll on Facebook, you can see kind of like the people out there that are exhausted, negative, and throwing it out there. They go on your list for sure. That's easy. But like she said, my mom, my best friend, the 2 girls from the gym, I already hit a bonus I didn't even know about, right? And then I started helping them. But then actually people came to me too. People were like, what's different about you? What are you doing different? Like, what is that?
What is the famous thing that you say when somebody asks you what this patch is? Y'all, Tiffany is on my team, and she shared this with me, and I shared it with 25,000 people at Thrive Palooza one year, because it was golden when people ask her about her patch. What do you say?
What did I say?
You say,
like, what? Have you not?
Yes?
Yeah. What, you haven't heard of Thrive? Like, are you serious? Like, I say, it's really funny because I say different things to different people. I'm like, first I'm like, you haven't heard of Thrive? Are you kidding me? You don't know. Some people ask if you're stopped smoking, if you're whatever that patch is, you've got a Band-Aid on, your Band-Aid shirt, whatever, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you haven't heard of Thrive? Are you freaking kidding me? Like, this is insane. And it's so easy to get connected with them on social media if they're a new friend, right?
Mhm.
I got to get you this information. It's crazy. But it's funny too. Some people I will be like, this is my IV drip of happy. Like, some people you can tell, if weight loss is more their thing, right? I'm like, this is my 24-hour fat burner. So it's really funny. But yeah, I definitely am like, are you kidding me? Have you?
And she's liable to like enter their free information standing in the store line. Glenna, let's jump
Yeah.
over to you. I want you to just tell them a little bit about yourself and what is like probably the first thing you tell your people to do when they are starting like the very first piece of advice you give them when they're starting their VIP. So Glenna, you will have to unmute and tell them a little about yourself. And then what's the first thing you tell your promoters to do?
Hey y'all. Okay, so I'm Glenna Brown and I'm from Southwest Virginia, kind of near Tennessee right now because I'm at the lake. So thanks, Susan, for having me on. And so the first thing that I would tell someone is, let's go. Let's just go. Let's go. And so I like to, with a customer or a promoter, regardless, I am like a customer service oriented queen, like Susan. And if it's a customer or a promoter, it's all about service. So I'm all about like, okay, let's go. Let's be consistent. Let's lock arms and let's just do this. And so I think with me, when I came on board, I was ignorant. My friend Lindsay, your friend Lindsay, it's ignorance on fire, right? I had no plans of promoting, zero. And I was like, no, I got plans. I was a stay-at-home mama, empty nester, and had no intentions of promoting. But I was also like, I'm not paying $150 a month for my vitamins. And so, but I have a social butterfly, a big friend network, travel a lot of friends, and I couldn't stop talking. So my whole thing came about just from sharing what happened to me. I don't want to go into my story, but with my friends, and what I say now is, let me show you, let me tell you. And if you will listen to me and you will let me tell you how to do this, whether you're a customer, promoter, whatever, the level of service I think is key. It's key. It's the same thing. Like if I'm giving a level of service to a customer or I'm giving a level of service to a promoter, it's the same thing. It's just being there and being consistent and staying with them. And, if they want to stay with me, I'll stay with them. And that's pretty much my jam. Right?
Okay, absolutely. So let's talk about this. I just want y'all to look at how much both of them are smiling when they're talking about this product and this business. They still stay in that excitement. And 7.5 years in, I still think I'm ignorance on fire. I couldn't tell you how that comp plan works to save my life, and I don't care. What I know is if I get people on Thrive, then the comp plan works. Obviously. Okay. So let's talk about something with both of you. One of my first things that I tell everybody is to make that list. Let's just make the list. Let's be thinking about who we're going to put on there, who is tired, who's exhausted, who wants to manage their weight better, who is not sleeping well, who do you see at the coffee shop every day spending crazy amount of money at a famous coffee chain. I don't want to call anybody out. Who do you see going and paying $7 for a crazy shake at one of those crazy shake places every single day? Who do you see that is really a grouch all the time? And good Lord,
so I kind of like that you said that because, often as promoters, I've been here 2 years and 4 months, right? And you often, when we're trying to reach out and have customers thrive for free, help them, and they say, I don't know anyone. Yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah.
And, that's our job, not theirs. But it's being, and Tiffany hit it a minute ago, be a better listener. Now, be a listener. When somebody says, and listen, I have no shame. when I'm somewhere and somebody says, oh my gosh, I'm tired, I'm like, I can fix that. Or somebody says, I can be anywhere. I'm telling you, I have signed up customers in an Uber. I have, yes, 3 accounts. And but it's putting your listening radar on, because everybody needs this product, and I'm a good listener. And that's a goal of mine, is to be a better listener than a talker. And I'm a big talker. But it's listening and hearing and seeing those signs when somebody says, "Oh my gosh, my hip is killing me." Yeah, it is. I can probably help you. And it's just a gentle approach and the friendship. But back to you.
So the first time that my friend actually said that to me, she's like, "Oh, I'm so tired. I'm going to get this weight off." Literally my famous words, and I still use it today. "Oh my gosh, have you ever heard of Thrive?" Now, at that very moment, I was one day in the business. One day. And she said, "No, what is it?" And I said, "I have no idea, but I sell it now. And so you should totally get it." Now, I don't necessarily recommend that, because now I will say, "Oh my gosh, it is like the best thing. Let me pop you some information." And of course, I'll set them up a free account. But here's what I'm going to tell you. In that instance that I was in, I had my sponsor on speed dial. Okay. She is right there. So that is probably the first thing of advice that I want to tell everybody. Whoever brought you into this business is your key person. Tiffany had Vanessa and then me. I mean, we locked arms with her and we were ready to run. Glenna had Mary Ann and many other uplines who were ready to see Glenna succeed. Now, here's what Glenna and Tiffany did not do. They did not sign up, order their pack, and then decide to ignore that person who brought them into this business for the next 2 weeks. That is not an option. When you go to the bathroom, your sponsor needs to know. When you're going out to eat, your sponsor needs to know. When you've got somebody that you just talked to, your sponsor needs to know, AKA your upline. I hate calling them that. Your friend who brought you into this business. You are to lock arms. Now, I've had many people who have been in this business with me and they're like, "I just couldn't make it work." And I'm very honest with them. Did you try to make it work? Once you join my business, I never heard from you for the next 3 months. You got to stay in connection with me. I'm right here. I am a phone call away, ready to help you grow this business. And it's fun. It's fun for me to hear all the stories and to tell people my story over and over and over again. I am quite sure Maria told her story 35 straight times because I didn't know anything and I was too nervous to share anything. I barely had the product in my system within 7 days, right? So I let her do all the talking. Whoever that person is that brought you into this business, put them on speed dial. Number one lesson. The second thing I would tell you to do, you got to get a post up. You got to get a post on your social media avenue. If you're on more than one social media avenue, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever else there is out there, TikTok, whatever, you need to shout to the world that you're starting your business. And one of my favorite things to do is just to pop up and go, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about starting this product." And they'll show a picture of it because sometimes they have samples, or they'll take a picture that I've sent them, or they'll actually show their box, because now sometimes you get them a lot faster than we did back in the day. I'm so excited about starting this product and starting this business. It's just like an announcement. Okay. So you've locked arms, you've got that post going. While that post is going, make sure that you tag the person who brought you into this business. So my people will say, "Susan, I am so excited about starting this product with you and this business with you. Let's do it." You know, like they're excited. Okay. So while that post is working, you're going to be doing what Glenna and Tiffany and I are talking about. You're making those lists. Who do I know that are tired, exhausted, need to lose weight, need to gain weight, whatever. And then once you have that list, you're going to share that with the person who brought you in this business. Okay. And I remember doing this with Maria. I have 22 people on my list. And I remember her telling me, "If you can think of 4, you need to promote this business." I had 22. Here we go. And of course, that list grew every day. And what did we do? We started connecting with them. Now, there's different ways that you can connect your person with the person that brought you into this business. And I'm going to have Glenna and Tiffany kind of talk about this, but here's the deal. I want y'all to think about something. When a new restaurant or a new store opens up in town and it is amazing, you're going to go tell everybody about it, right? That new store or that new restaurant cannot make it if people aren't talking about their stuff. If they're not talking about it, if they don't show excitement and get everybody in on the excitement with them, it's not going to work out. Your excitement is key. Your sponsor's going to be right there with you, crazy key. And it is time to start sharing with the masses, your friends, your family, your loved ones, your high school friends, your coworkers from this job and the last 5 jobs that you had, your teacher, kids who teach your kids, people who teach your kids. I mean, like your list could literally grow forever, but it's time to start connecting with them. So Tiffany, jump over here. Your promoter, your brand new promoter has 22 people on her list. What is exactly what you would tell her to do at this very moment?
So after they've made their post, right? And I like to tell all my people is to short and sweet wrap up your story. Like what were your benefits? What did it do for you? Right? Because that's all people care about is what is it going to do for them? That's what they want, right? You want to help them. So when we get this list going, I like to help them. I like to help them in different ways. It's usually just sending out a message. I have them send out the message on their list. Hey, have you heard of this Thrive thing? I have this crazy energy. I got my happy back bonus, lost 4 pounds in my first week. Boom. Short and sweet, just a quick message, not this long drawn out thing, but you're so excited and you feel so good and you want to tell them every little thing, don't be throwing up Thrive on everybody. Short and sweet little message. And we're going to send it out to your friends. Right. And then you put them in it when they reply back. I haven't heard of it, or what is it, or how much is it, whatever questions they have, immediately they get into a 3-way chat with me. So they put me in, hey, great question. I'm not sure, but my girl Tiff knows she can customize a pack for you. She can or I'm allergic to this or whatever. However you want to word it, you just say, my friend Tiff can answer any questions you have. And
so let's think about that. She's got the list. And basically she wrote that, your new promoter wrote her short little story and sent it to 22 people without stopping. She just sent it to 22 straight people. And 7 of them came back and said, no, what are you talking about? She does not answer in there. She literally says, she goes and she creates that person who just responded back to her and her sponsor and says, hey, thanks for responding back to me on that message. I don't really know all the answers for you, but my girl Tiff, who brought me into this business and introduced me to this product, knows all. Tiffany, this is my friend, blah, whatever her name is. She wants to know how much this Thrive thing costs and what it is. You know what? Right there, would you as a brand new promoter even know what to say? Because I promise you, if you said, oh, it's $800, you just lost them. Don't answer the question. This is where you lock arms with your girl Tiff or whatever, whoever your sponsor is, and let her answer the question. Because I can promise you, Tiffany can answer any question, and probably sometimes you can too. Don't do it. Okay, so Tiffany, you've got them in that group chat. Now you're talking to them. How successful does anybody ever get mad because they're in a group chat with you?
No one has ever been mad. No one's ever been mad at all. Because what I do is I'm asking about them. I want to get to know about them and what their needs are. When you figure out their pain points and what they need, if they need extra energy, if they need weight loss, we can completely customize it to them. And I circle back and I keep bringing that into the conversation. So it's all about them and what it's going to do for them. And then I like to offer different things from there. I'll share my quick story, but what's most important is what it's going to do for you. And I'll pop my video in there, right? And so when I know what they need, then it's golden, then it's easy. It's just like, and then the person, my newest promoter, right? She's just over here learning. She's hearing my story all over and over again, right? And we're customizing this different. Oh, I can't do shakes. I can't do that. I have an allergy. I got you. We can do this. We can make it exactly right for you. So then you're just learning as you go. All you have to be is the connector. That's all you are. You're a professional friend maker and you're a connector, and that's it. And you just let us do the work for you. It's so easy after that.
Yeah, absolutely. So your job is to make the post. Your job is to make the list. And then your job is to send out that first little message and then do the group chats. Let your sponsor take it over from there. And I'm going to promise you, you may come up with 22 people on your list, but each day somebody's going to walk by and you're going to be like, oh, yes, look at them. And you're going to write them on your list. popped
Yes.
in. You could send that
Keep
same
track.
message to 100 people in your first 2 weeks, and it's gonna go crazy. Now, Glenna, over to you. How important is it for your newest promoter to lock arms with you and without fail be in touch with you every day?
Oh, well, absolutely, absolutely. Like my best promoters, we talk, I mean, and I say best, but I mean, I hope that I have my promoters on here. But the people that lock arms with me, we talk every single day,
Mhm.
every day. And it might be a good morning, how are you? But it's like, what's up? And it's not a what are you doing today? It's I am there for them. And I want them to know that I'm there for them. And when we talk about and rolling back on what Tiffany was talking about with like the group chats, I don't even call it a group chat anymore. I call it an introduction message, the power of two. Okay. So the power of two is, and I hope Kim is on here right now. But we call it the power of two because it takes the formality out when we talk about the power of two. So like, put me in a message. I don't call it a group because it's not formal, and just let me help you with that person. But no, my promoters and I, like, if the people that want to lock arms with me, we talk on the daily. And it might not even be like the whole, what are you doing today? How many customers do you have? We're friends, and we are together. And I think that's the difference too, is just being there for each other. And that's what I love. It's a family. It's a
Yeah,
family. Like, yeah, I have
absolutely. And
friends.
go ahead.
But no,
No,
I have friends that are with me now that I've been friends with, but we're closer friends. And it's a togetherness. And I think that when you make this like more of a family event and we're helping each other, it kind of changes things, like I didn't mean to do this, it just happened. And I'm thankful I'm here, and I'm thankful for the people that I have with me.
So I can even remember back when Tiffany started, because it was just a few months after me. Tiffany did not know me, but Tiffany is one of my favorite people in the world. I'm pretty sure she's my sister from another mister. We are literally soul. We are the same
Yes.
person, just with different parents. But it's crazy how just that connection, right? Vanessa connected her with me in a second, actually brought her to an event and said, Susan, you have to meet Tiffany. And we've locked arms since then, because that's what we do in this business. That's what your sponsor does with you. They're loving this business. That's why they talked you into it, right?
Yes.
And they want you
Yes.
to talk other people into it. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up real quick because we have just a few minutes left. Girls, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. Obviously, both of you have been super successful in this business, and people need to be able to listen to you. But for those of you who are still like, wait, what is VIP 800? What is VIP 1600? VIP 800, because I remember them telling me this in the beginning and it just blew my mind. So I try to keep this as simple as possible. It is when you have your first $800 in sales. When you get your first $800 in sales, you're going to get a $660 bonus. The math is crazy. It doesn't sound right, but it's obviously worked because there's a lot of people who get it. Now, you can't just have one person order $800. Remember what I said, you need to find two people who really just want to feel better, and you want them to order as customers on auto ship. Yes. And then you want two people who are like, I want to feel better. I want to get a good deal, like Tiffany talked about. She didn't want to pay shipping more than once. And she wanted to just have enough product to last her for a while and be able to give out to some friends. So you find two people like that, and two people who just are like, I just want to be a customer. And that's great. When those four people have all four of their orders go in and it equals $800, you're going to get a $660 bonus. Now, that blew my mind in the beginning. So basically what it was is I need to find two friends who want to feel better and two friends who want to be in a business, and the rest of it will work itself out, right? Because you're going to connect them with the person who brought you in, and they're going to help you figure that out, right? They're going to help those people order. They're going to tell them which package is best for them. Let them handle it. You don't stress about it. You just do the connection. Well, after you get those two people and you get those two people, then you have another week to do it again. You have 2 weeks to get 8 total, 8 people. What's 8 people? Your first list probably had 25 people on it. What's 8 people? 4 people who want to just feel better and 4 people who want to feel better. And I'll be darned if they just decide to go and make a business out of it too. Right? So that's the simplicity of the simplicity. And when you do that, you can hit that bonus twice. I will tell you, I was a single mom of 2 kids. It was right before Christmas. I hit that first bonus and then we hit that second bonus. Thank goodness. Because remember, I didn't feel and tell everybody it was day 13. So fortunately, we hit those bonuses and I was having such a blast with it. And it literally changed the course of it was Thanksgiving week when we started. So it changed the course of Christmas for me and my kids. And at that point, I was like, you know what? That really wasn't all that hard. And then there were 2 other people who wanted to know, what the heck are you doing? What is making you so happy? What's making you get so much stuff done per day? Well, let me tell you. And I would tell them, and I would do that same process that we just told you to do right here. Make a post, send the message out, then connect them with your sponsor. I usually joke that Maria probably earned my car bonus for me because she did all the talking, but that's totally okay, right? That's what her job was. And it worked out great. And she let me keep the money for the car. Who knew? Okay. So after you hit those 2 bonuses, you know what? You've probably just brought 4 people into this business. Well, you need to teach them how to do the same thing. Well, you know what? You're only 2 weeks in. You're not quite confident with that, right? Well, that person who brought you in is, and they're ready for you to keep growing because the next few ranks, they just keep duplicating, right? So if you just learned how to get 2 new customers and 2 new promoters, and then you did it again, and you taught your 4 new promoters to do the exact same thing, can you imagine how fast a business will blow up? Tiffany said she hit that 2nd rank in the company in 7 weeks. I'm not sure, Glenn, I don't remember how many it was for you because you didn't want a business at the beginning. So it was a little bit, yeah. But it was crazy how when you're like, that was fun, that was easy, and oh my gosh, 8 of my friends are coming back with these crazy stories of how awesome this product is. It really gets fun then, right? And I remember I used to actually get a piece of paper every Sunday and draw out who was in their VIPs and how many customers they needed, how many promoters they needed. My tree got a little bigger. Now it's a little hard to manage, but it's super fun. And it's, you know what? The bottom line is people need this product. It's an amazing product. It's a simple product. You all know how much you love that 1, 2, 3. It's a simple business too. Get people on Thrive, connect them with the person who brought you into this business, and just see what's going to happen. Lock arms with your promoter. With your sponsor. Do not ghost her. Don't do that. You will sure not succeed that way. And just be ready to roll. Guys, I am so glad that all of you joined us tonight. I hope you learned a little bit of a tidbit of things that you can do to better this business. For those of you who are in this business and you've been here for a long time and you're like, I really need to restart, just restart. Do those simple things. Just start over and go. I personally like to do that every Monday. So what a great day for this call to be, or for this Zoom to be. I hope you have a great day. Amber, thanks for having us on. We super are grateful that you trusted us to do this call tonight. Thanks, Glenna. Thanks, Tiffany. Everybody have a great night.